Hello. Hello. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys like you're a small animal that I could scare off at any moment in time. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi, Mintmai. Welcome back to my bakery. Oh my goodness. I missed everybody. I had a good time though. But yes, I was touching grass. Welcome back. We didn't sell off any bakery assets while you were gone. Dude, can you imagine? I came back and it was just like, are you kidding me, flower friends? You sold my backdrop? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thankfully, it's still there. Da-da-da-da. I just turned off the lights for a second. Can you imagine though? I leave for 5 days. Times are rough. To make ends meet, the flower friends have started to eat the bakery countertop and the display case and the lights. We sold the whole bakery. You guys auctioned it off on eBay. I can't believe you would do this to me. My bad. Yeah, you guys got a little bit hungry. Here's your bread. Here you go. We needed the money. Oh no. I've let you starve. Oh gosh. Ooh. I'm happy to be here. It's been, oh my gosh. Guys, it is officially December 15th. That means a couple of things. Also, first up, Kazu, thank you so much for the 6 months of burnt bun. Oh my goodness. You're toast. Are you toasty? Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it so much. The flower friends were the true Victorian children. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm trying to confirm things for my schedule, or I'm trying to lock in my schedule. And I'm like, there's so much I want to do. There's so much I want to do. And I like only have this week. I have to figure it out. We're gonna figure this out together. It's gonna be okay. Kaya, thank you so much for 6 months of membership. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I saw that some of you guys are still subbed on Twitch. To which I say, I hope you guys enjoy the emotes very much, and also thank you. Thank you very much, cause I don't know, everything is super helpful, but I was surprised to receive my Twitch notification. I was like, oh, that's right. I'm still kind of there, aren't I? It's weird. It's been kind of weird. I don't know. It's been officially 1 whole month of being YouTube only. It feels like it's been a lot longer. I don't know. Does it feel like it's been a whole lot longer for you guys, or is that just me? Because I feel like it's been a whole lot longer. I feel like I've been YouTube only for way longer than what the time actually shows. But yeah, oh my gosh. 6 months in advance. Ooh, sorry. I feel so bad. But hey, I'm gonna try and do, let's see, things for this week. Well, we could talk about my schedule. We could talk about my schedule later, or I'll just post it. But things for the schedule this week. I know I just got back from like a small trip, but that was more so like a personal outing, like touching grass and things. Also like a good brain refresh. But I actually am, you know, doing like family things soon, later this month. So I will be out for a bit between like Christmas and New Year's. Quite a bit actually, but I haven't figured out if I can bring my setup or not. But for now, I will say I'm probably not streaming for the 2 weeks I'm living with my family. She really wants to get away from us. Ah, as if. Yay, probably is from multi-streaming. Yeah, it does feel longer because of the multi-streaming. Why is there a hype trade approaching on Twitch? What? Why would you tell me this? That's scary. don't look over there. I'm not a Twitch streamer anymore. I've retired from Twitch. But yeah, as much as I want to be here as much as possible, I think, you know, I got to take care of my family and to me as well. So there's a lot of stuff I've been thinking about just to make sure, you know, everything is nice and balanced. Because that makes it so that I can also make sure that every time I am free to like do really fun things on stream, I'm like min-maxing it, you know. I'm maximizing the enjoyment. But I'm looking at my calendar right now, and I was hoping, I hadn't meant for them to be so spread out, but I was hoping to get in one more Mintmai's closet before I need to be on a little bit of a holiday, mini holiday sort of hiatus. Yeah, only 2 weeks though. But I wanted to get out, you know, I wanted to do another Mintmai's closet with you guys, and I do apologize, I'm a little bit stuffy. The winter congestion is not gone, but I want to tell you guys about my trip as well today. Wow, that it's halfway through the month and only half a month left to the end of the year. Oh, I want to talk about that too. The year is ending. 2025 has been a pretty crazy year for me. Just like everything wise. And I don't know, we're gonna see where, I guess, where 2026 takes us. Just cause like, wow, 2025 was a year. It's super eventful, and I'm not talking about like literal events. I just think it went by in a flash, and there's still so many things that I've been like thinking about and all of that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to do that in 2025. But more than anything, I'm really grateful for everyone's patience, because I think I just get impatient sometimes with my own sort of like goals and stuff I want to make. But I think I've been learning to be more patient with myself. Last New Year's feels so recent, right? That's what I'm saying. I feel like I just made my resolutions. Oh no. I typically am not the type to actually look back at my old New Year's resolutions, because then I feel like I'm like, what if I didn't do any of them? Nervous, sweats a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready for the next year. Hello? Me too, but I don't want it to be like something that I'm dreading either. You know? Let me see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I missed a call. It's okay. I'm just looking though. I'm just looking because ooh. They called me while I was eating lunch. Ooh. I'm like, wait, what if this is important? I just got back though, in the middle of my stream. I just noticed this. 2026 will be our year. I believe so too. Let me see. I might have to, oh gosh. This is awkward because I like just started stream. Okay. Actually, I think I can do this after stream. It's fine. Is this a call about your expiring healthcare plan? It's okay, do it. No. It's actually okay. It's not something like super serious. It's more so there's a package of mine that's been missing for a while, but I got a call and they were telling me that I can pick it up as long as I like... I think I just need to call them back and discuss with them. But yeah, it's it's simply important to me because it's something that I've been wanting for a really long time, and I pre-ordered it a really long time ago. But it's like this. As soon as I say it, it's gonna sound really funny. But I think I was a little bit worried because the artist even messaged me and was like, "Is it okay? Like the package didn't arrive to you?" And I was like, "I'm looking into it." But I'm glad that they called me. A lost package is pretty important. Yeah, but I think it'll be okay. Sorry for worrying anyone. Typically, if it's something that's very urgent, I'll call them immediately. But I think today I was only planning on streaming for maybe 2 hours because I feel like I have a lot of streams planned for this week. And I haven't finished unpacking from my trip yet. So I was gonna try and be like responsible today, and just kind of like hang out and catch up and tell you guys about the yummy things I ate and kind of keep it a little bit concise, unfortunately. Ordered a long time ago, forgot about it, receives it as a surprise Christmas gift, right? I'll show you guys a photo. There's this artist I love. I follow them on Twitter. You might have seen their work before. And I've seen their work in claw machines before, but they make this character called Nemu Rabbit, and I'm pretty sure that it's just one person, like they're just like an independent small business, but they make these plushies and they kind of remind me of Flower Friends, and so I bought 2 of them. Because one of them I want to keep at home and the other one I want to take outside. Because people do oshikatsu with this plushie. But the thing is, it's one of those special things where like I feel like they don't, their store isn't open all the time. And so whenever it is, it's like you can see their website here. It says everything's sold out, right? Because they do things based off of like limited launches. So I was really lucky many months back, and I had their Twitter notifications on because I was like, I was prepared, I was ready, because I was like, I at least really want the Nemu Rabbit like plushie, the main one of them like sitting up. And I managed to get, exactly that. Actually, this photo is from their Twitter, but those are the exact 2 that I ordered. One of them has like little ear blush. They have like a little pale sort of brown ear blush. It's super subtle, but then I think the sort of classic design for Nemu Rabbit is just the standard like sleepy blush, just like a white rabbit. But I really like the one with the light brown ears too. So I was like, they just kind of they remind me of Flower Friends, and so I was like, I need it. So yeah, that's what I'll take care of that after stream. I'll absolutely contact my post office and be like, I'm on my way. Don't do anything with the package, I'm on my way. It was interesting because I thought that it just needed to pass through customs for some reason, because the tracking information wasn't updating. It was just like stuck for a while, so I assumed that it was stuck in customs, but I'm on the way. I don't know, I'll make sure to do that soon, probably the next couple days if I have time to go in the morning. But look at them. They're so cute. I wanted to bring them around at oshikatsu. Speaking of oshikatsu, so I hadn't talked actually about where I've been for the last 5 days. I kind of was hinting at it sometimes with things that well, actually, I don't think you could tell from the hints, but with like things that I ate, but also I did share sometimes like emojis. Usually my emojis with Good Mintmai Morning, they are not super important. They typically will not hint at many things. I think it typically is like the mood I'm in, or sometimes it relates to like my breakfast or just what's on my mind, or like things I like. But I did share a Good Mintmai Morning, which I thought was quite funny, which was because it was raining, because for the last 5 days, No, I guess it wasn't really fully 5 days because I think transportation days, they kind of count as only like not even half a vacation day because you're spending a lot of it traveling. But I was in Seattle, Washington. I've never been there before. That's where I was. And the photo in the thumbnail that I drew over is that's actually a plain picture that I took. But I've never been to the Pacific Northwest is what they call the Pacific Northwest. It's like the top left corner of the States. And oh my gosh, it was raining. Oh my gosh, it was raining, and I've never been there before. But I had my raincoat, and I wore like 2 pants every day, and I wore like, I basically like Uniqlo heat tech saves my butt every time I travel to cold places. I was wearing like warm leggings under, and then I was wearing pants over the warm leggings. I was like cozy maxing, but it was super nice. Because the thing is, even though it's the West Coast, like it kind of reminds me more of New York, where I do think that they get a little more like holiday spirit in the city than what I'm used to, I guess. So I really liked seeing, I love seeing public Christmas lights like on Christmas trees. They have a lot of museums. Yes, I did go to one of the museums. The problem is, I think museums are really cool, but the ones there, they all have, it's not like some places where museums are like less expensive, or like, but I support museums, you know, like I wanna I wanna go, and I understand that you gotta pay to look at the stuff because, you know, it costs money to keep it up. But for instance, like in Washington, D.C., if you've ever been to the capital of the US, in Washington, D.C., all of the museums are free because it's like historical and like a cultural enrichment situation. But in Seattle, they had some really cool museums. I did go to a free national park museum, which was related to like information about the gold rush, which was also really cool. Because there's like some documentaries about how Seattle sort of boomed as a city. And then and I find some interest in like reading those sorts of things. Just like history of a place is extremely interesting to me, especially when a lot of places, including Seattle, they kind of boom into a city because of the work of like a couple of people, or sometimes even just one person, pulling a lot of weight in terms of like the press, I guess, and advertising a place. I don't know, I think it's interesting how like a whole society and like a whole town can just like materialize like that. Maybe materialize is not the right word, but I had a lot of fun because something that I found out that they're really known for is fish. Notably salmon. And you know who loves smoked salmon? Me. Points at myself. Me. Also, I wanted to respond to this message from Alex. Mint, why did you share the link? The stuff is all too cute and all sold out. I wanted to share with you guys the REM link because, I mean, I think you guys should follow the artist. Let me link their Twitter too. They do post when they plan on releasing more stuff or like restocking things, but their whole account is just so cute. They also like post art that is like free to use as icons, and I love them. It's so cute. They've done like seasonal ones. It's so sweet. I just love like little drawings like that, and I really want to draw like little doodles more without worrying too much about you know, how finished or polished something looks. I think that's a big goal of mine as an artist. I want to chill a little bit with my own art, you know, just like be able to relax a little, because I tend to really pressure myself into I don't know, making something that's quote unquote like up to my standard of finishedness. But I do think it's nice if I can kind of relax too. Need breaks. Absolutely. I feel like I've been drawing so much, but like also I can't show any of it. I've been drawing so much, but also I haven't been able to do a lot of like self-indulgent drawing, if that makes sense. That's kind of why I was really happy to like work on the thumbnail this morning. I think I'll post the artwork, just like the uncropped sort of artwork that I did, that's not in thumbnail format, so you guys can see the whole thing. You can save it if you want, put it somewhere. I think I really liked how it turned out, so I was like, oh, maybe I can make it into like a desktop home screen or background or something. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Let's see. I do have a bunch of photos that I took while I was on my trip. I don't know how I want to show them, I guess. I hadn't gotten to put them in a slideshow or anything. I did just get home last night. But one of the coolest things that I saw there as well was I met this man that like owns a little Gundam store in Seattle. He owns a Gundam store, and not just that, he like customizes his like heavily. He like paints them, and I got to chat with him about it, and he like does like super highly customized kits. And he was just like such a sweet man, but he was like, yeah, I like to keep myself busy with this, but on average he was like, you know, he just works on them when he feels like it. And so on average he said they can take like at least 2 months to finish, but he also like won some awards. Let me show you guys photos of those. It was so cool. I think I guess it's good to mention this now. I don't want to promise anything, especially when I'm super busy, but I haven't sorted out, you know, the photos and things, partly because I was considering maybe turning some of the pictures and like footage from my little trip to Seattle into a vlog of sorts for you guys to enjoy, because I think that way I would be able to like write out my memories and things a little bit better, because I did get like footage. So, and it's been a really long time since I've done anything like that, and I really want to get back into the vlogging grind. OMG, yay. Yeah, I think it would just be nice, because then it would be, I think, easier for me to sum up my trip, and also just like a nice, I don't know, a nice video to make. It's something I want to make. I fed seagulls French fries. And if you tell me, Mintmai, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, there was a sign that said to feed the seagulls French fries. So... Because it's not just a tourist thing, it's like a history thing. There's this specific fish and chips joint, and they sell fish and chips, and their whole thing is like, you know, their fried fish and their fries. But the owner that started the establishment really liked feeding the seagulls fries, and so there are signs in the outdoor seating area where it's like, you can feed the seagulls outside, but don't feed the ones inside. You're still not supposed to do that? See, that's what I was thinking too. The problem is, I was looking this up. I was looking this up, and apparently the seagulls there have been eating the French fries for like 60 years, right? So I think they're built different. I don't know. Isn't that such a crazy thing though? Like, multiple people were kind of weighing in on this, because I was like, I don't know, you know, like, even though a bunch of people are like feeding the seagulls fries, but in the end I did feed them a little bit, because there are just like so many people feeding the fries, and not to say, you know, if everyone else is doing it, not to say if everyone else is doing it I should or shouldn't or whatnot, but it was more like I thought about it and I was like, it wouldn't hurt to participate in the culture for a short moment. And also, I think it was interesting because like people were only feeding them, you know, like stuff they couldn't finish, obviously. But the seagulls, oh my goodness, they loved it. They loved it so much. I was like kind of scared because there's a group of tourists that weren't me, that were feeding the seagulls fries, and they were like throwing them. They threw them in the air, and then seagulls would like fly down and like catch the fries midair. I've never seen anything like it. It was rather shocking. Let me show you guys the Gundam though, and I also really want to show you guys this bathroom sign that I saw. Whew, yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm trying to keep it together, but some really funny things I've seen. That's insane. It looked crazy. It was surreal. Actually surreal. Let's see. I have my little photo folder going. Okay, so here is an example of he said it was like unfinished work. I didn't get a lot of photos because actually I think I took more videos. But here is this guy's really cool work in progress custom Gundam build. Well, he starts from like an actual kit, but he's like, oh yeah, you just like slowly start painting it and like building a scene. And he was just so chill about it. He was talking about it like it was like nothing. He was like, yeah, I just, I just like to keep myself busy, like doing this a little. And I was like, dude, he makes like, look at how cool. I think I have to really zoom in on this for you to see like the texture of things. But seeing this in person, like in 3D, is so crazy. So like that's the water and the ice. And he said he's not done with this one yet because he wants to you see the blade that he's holding? He wants to like cut through the corner of the ice to make it look like the mech is like slicing through the ice block with this blade and like add more to the scene. It's so crazy. I was just like flabbergasted, and he was just like the most sweet and chill man ever. I'm like his fan. He obviously, he doesn't know that I'm talking about him and shouldn't, but he was he doesn't need to see that he's being discussed on an anime girl channel. But like he's so cool. I wonder if there's any like information about him. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's some information, there's some info about him, about his like model toys. But I don't see too much info about him actually. Let's see. But yeah, credits to him. His name is Tom. His name is Tom Dang, like D-A-N-G, and he won. I actually noticed he won this award for like the Gundam Builders World Cup 13th tournament. He like won this new type tournament thing for his build, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. But he's also just like this very sweet, very humble man. Let me try and show you guys another photo I got. Dun 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 dun. Goated. It's so cool. This one right here won an award, but like I can't describe it in any other way. It's like in his store, like this is his hobby, it would seem, or maybe his job is like having the hobby shop open. But literally the store like has like an island of like his previous works in shelves. Like he has them as like the centerpiece of the store kind of. And even in the store windows, like he has like his custom like painted works just like there. It's so cool. Yeah, this one's really, really awesome. Like look at how the water is like going over the gunpla. I don't know, it's just like so awesome. So awesome. He had some other like a lot of other cool ones. I did not take a bunch of photos of them individually though. I think I'll have to save them for video format, but like he had at least 12 or more of these kinds of dioramas in there. really, really, really cool stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Continuing on though. Da-da-da-da-da. This is a bathroom side photo I wanted to show you. Oh no. I want someone to tell me what's going on here. I don't even remember where this sign was actually. I don't remember. But I want someone to tell me what's going on here with this family. I don't know, this looks kind of intense, doesn't it? Like you don't usually see like the family posed like that, so I was a little taken aback. Like, I don't know, like, is he robbing her child? Is the child, you know, carrying a rare disease and now, you know, they're holding him out like that? That kid definitely blasted their diaper. That kid blasted their diaper is probably the most accurate thing. But like to some extent it looks like the father is like running away. And then it looks like the, you know, the classic woman restroom sign lady. It looks like she's just like posing for the camera. She's like ding ding. Peace. Smiles for the camera. I don't know. I thought this was really, it was really something special. So I had to show you. Oh my goodness. I also, oh, the food that I had, guys. I can't even explain the food that I had. For the first time in my life, actually, I had like very authentic Filipino food in Seattle of all places. Not what I expected. I thought I would be having a lot more like fish and chowder stuff, which I did have a ton. But yeah. I've seen a sign like the father and baby, but for mountain lions. You're supposed to look bigger by carrying a child, but it looks like you're sacrificing your child to the lion. Oh my gosh. That's really funny. Just like beware of lions. Make yourself look intimidating and big by like holding out your child. But yeah, I did notice like a presence of really cool like Filipino establishments and like family-owned businesses in Seattle, which is really cool. There's like definitely historical stuff there as far as like immigration stuff goes. But Seattle was a port for like a lot of East Asian immigrants, I noticed. Oh, nice. I've got very little real experience with Filipino food too. I agree. I'm in the same boat. Like, I had Jollibees this year for the first time, as encouraged by many Filipino flower friends. But I do think that I don't know if anyone's ever said that Jollibees is like, it's obviously not the most traditional food, right? It's fried chicken and pasta, like Filipino style pasta. But look at this. You know what those are? Ube pancakes. I also had something else that was really, really yummy, but I have no idea what it's called. Zam, right? Zam is right. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. Maybe I can show you guys a photo of the other thing that I ate and you can tell me what it is, because I do have a picture. It was very tasty. I'm sure if I looked up their menu I could find it. But yeah, that's the yummy ube pancake I had. And then this is from the same restaurant but a different dish. It's like, it was garlic rice and like these pork sausages, and the little cup on the right is vinegar, and then it's pico de gallo on the left. And it was really, really tasty. It was super tasty, but I cannot remember the name because it's something I've never seen before. Yes, it was called that. Do I pronounce it like longsilog? Longsilog? It was super good. It was like the juiciest, like savory sausage. Longanisa. Yes, that's exactly what I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was called on the menu. Longanisa. Oh my goodness. Thank God I just ate because I'd get so hungry otherwise. I'm sorry, I can't talk about vacation without talking about food. I'll try to keep some of the food talk to a minimum in terms of I just want to show you guys some stuff that I ate, you know? I feel like I don't have to show you guys the photos for this one, but they, you know, Seattle is also home to this place called Pike's Place, which is like a it's like a marketplace. I feel like I would describe it as like a seafood and art market. Very touristy as well, but also a lot of locals actually go for like groceries. I had some of the best fruit I've ever eaten in my life, like for free at this market. I'll grab a photo from Google here because I haven't gotten to sort through my personal photos of the place just yet. But I hope you get to see this. Oh, I got videos of them throwing and catching the fish. At Pike's Place, there is a very famous fish market, and their whole thing is we throw the fish. They actually throw and catch fish there. I love that place. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm learning. I'm learning Tagalog. Wait, is this a PH? We call it longanisa too. Oh, so the longanisa that I had was from a Filipino family restaurant. Yeah. But this market, they have so much stuff. They have so much stuff. This apple cider stand was super good. There's this apple cider stand called like Teeny's Apple Cider. And you basically buy a cup based off of the size, and you can sample every single flavor if you want to. And that is exactly what I did. They're like these red tents in front of Pike's Place. This is a blurry photo from Google, but a lot of things label themselves world famous, but for this case, I believe them. This apple cider was really good. They had like 12 or more flavors, and they don't add any artificial sweetener. It's like just the apple. Super tasty, and they have hot and cold cider. So it was pretty incredible. But yeah, they let me buy, like, you just buy the cup size, and they're like, you can sample them all and then decide which one you want to fill your cup with. And so I took a little sip of every single flavor. Get any Washington apples? I didn't get any apples, but I did drink this cider, and I did try free samples of Washington apples from a fruit stand. Funny enough, I had like the best tasting mango I've ever had, like at this fruit stand. It was just this random, like, I mean, I'm sure it's very well known amongst Pike's Place, but I don't actually know too much about this area. It was more so like, I had a cool opportunity to go on a little trip to Seattle, so I was like, well, we're gonna make the most of this. And Pike's Place was like one of the most recommended places, you know, for like tourists to go. But yeah, they had a really good mango. I only went there for the oldest Starbucks way back. I should go back at some point. I did pass by the first Starbucks, which is in Pike's Place. I think it's kind of I guess it's because I'm not like a Starbucks fan in particular. Like, I don't drink any of their stuff really, but I feel like it was just kind of underwhelming. I was like, oh cool, there's the first location of like a big popular chain. That's just me though. I was just kind of like, oh cool, you know? They had some like cute stuff. Wait, the first Starbucks is there? Yes, the first Starbucks is in Pike's Place. But the thing is, like, literally right next to it, they have like a very nice local coffee shop with like really good croissants. So between the two of them, I knew one of them was obviously more appealing to me, because I don't think anything is different about the first location. I think the only difference is they like have the original logo, which is pretty cool because I do like the original Siren logo, just like as a design. And it's just like historical. I had pierogi for the first time. Pierogi? Is that the right word for it? Yes, I had pierogi. It was so unbelievably tasty. I had 2 of them in my whole trip. I ate it twice, and usually I do not repeat food on vacation. Do you guys do this thing as well? I refuse to eat the same thing more than once if I have a limited amount of time, like traveling, because I want to try different things, right, with my stomach space. But the only thing that I ate twice, I'm pretty sure, in my memory, was this pierogi. Yeah, I do the same. Awesome. Glad to know that we're all like min-maxing the same way. We're travel maxing, we're exploring. But yeah, I was trying really hard not to get too full because I couldn't fit everything in my tummy and there's like way too many places to eat in Pike's Place. But pierogi is famous for their delicious, sort of crispy, yummy pastries. Oh, pierogi. I see. I didn't know that. It was spelled like this. Here. Yes, the salmon ones are my favorite. You've had before? It was my first time having it. I love like a yummy lox bagel, right? And this just tastes kind of like lox bagel compacted into a pastry. It's amazing. I really liked the salmon cream cheese like filling and like the crispy like hot outside. It was so good on a cold day. Pike's Place is also really well known for Beecher's macaroni and cheese, or like Beecher's cheese. I didn't know that they had like, they have stuff that they sell just like boxes. But like the location was really cool because I got to look through a window. I watched them make cheese. It's called Beecher's Handmade Cheese. Yeah, I got to find out how they make their cheese, and I don't think I've witnessed that before. I stood there for a solid maybe like half an hour to an hour, like snacking on macaroni and cheese and just watching this like machine churn it. It was really cool. Yeah, I loved it. Let's see. Okay, big food thing. I think the last big food thing I want to talk about for now is oh, I did not get the photo transferred over. I had in Pike's Place, there's a very authentic Filipino place, not the place I had the other 2 dishes. That's a different popular place called Ludo's. Wait, I got it wrong. Oh, it's Ludi's Seattle. Ludi's restaurant, Seattle. That was where I had the ube pancake and the really yummy longanisa. But here, I got to have my first taste of a real seafood sinigang. I saw it on the menu and I had heard about this place and I was like, whoa, I've eaten that in Minecraft before. I was like, wait, I have to try this. I'm pretty sure that the restaurant is called Oriental Mart and it's a family-owned business and it's been there since like, it's been a mainstay since like the 1970s. Multi-generational, or like they've been there for generations. It was very interesting because There are some really, 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 really sassy signs up in that restaurant. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. It was definitely so the soup was like the perfect tangy sour, and the salmon was so soft. I later did, you know, find out that it's like salmon belly. But yeah, their sinigang dish is like a staple, and I don't know how to describe the vibes of sitting and eating there. It was amazing. I don't know. I just have to show you. I just have to show you a photo. But I loved it. I loved the energy. Salmon belly sinigang. Yes, it's so good. I was like, dude, I was sitting there and I was gonna cry because, you know, I found out about sinigang through VCraft, which is like such a funny thing to say. It feels so wrong to be like, I learned about this super yummy and like authentic dish through Minecraft roleplay. But like, it was such an intensely, you know, like important dish in the story I experienced, right? So getting to eat it for the first time was really, really cool. And it was very tasty, and it was like everything I could have dreamed of. It's so yummy. But this is the stand. Let me zoom in a little bit. I hope that some of this text is legible. Here, let me see. I think there were even more signs than were in this picture that I found online. But it says, please no questions between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Don't ask me to do anything. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Yes. Wait, I'm trying to find one, which is, there was one that says, oh, it's this one right here. It's like, it's so sassy. Let them cook. Your portion depends on your attitude. Think before you ask. It may be the stupid question of the day. And it also says you're only offended by these signs if it applies to you. I just love it. Why are all of these so sassy? This is so funny. I saw this one too. It's the chef. She was like, I think someone else that comes to the kitchen and whatnot, she's like, Joy is my sister, not my daughter. Hashtag stupid question of the day is what that says. Oh my gosh. They're so sassy. Oh my gosh. Look at this. If you're on your cell phone, I'm not going to help me. Text me or order when you're ready. She doesn't have her phone number up anywhere, by the way. Like you have to order at the counter. I just go eat there for the signs. I was just reading that one. I'm trying to like move around. She's such a character, you know what I mean? It's so I love it. If you don't know how to eat our salmon sinigang, don't order it. Heart Omart. Omart is like what they call their establishment. This one's also says, if you're offended by our signs, stop reading them and keep on walking. Yeah, let's see. There's also one that was just like no. Wait, where's the one about like leaving someone's wife? I'm trying to find it. I'm not even kidding. And some of these signs I think are like from, you know, like friends or whatnot of the restaurant. Oh, here it is. I would leave my wife for your longanisa. It's that good. Oh my gosh. I just think that there's like so much personality. And I love it. This one's like another small one. It says, I would sleep with your longanisa under my pillow. They would make my dreams beautiful. Now that is a proclamation. I wonder if a customer told them that before. Oh, they did. If you look at the handwriting, like that sign is written by someone else, I think. Like those... Some of these signs are genuinely like written by, I think, like friends and family. And they only serve lunch here, no dinner. I think they're only open until like afternoon. I have a question about the longanisa. Was it garlicky or sweet? I had the garlicky one. I had the garlicky one, but this is so silly. I don't know. I just felt... No, silly's not the right word. Whimsical is the word I'm looking for. It was just like really cool to see so much so much personality in like this curtain of signs. I don't know if this one is up, but when I was eating there was also a sign that said, "Don't ask me when our neighbors open. I only care about when I open." And I'm like, so true. So true. Because when you're in markets like that, right? It's like, not every stall knows what's happening at the stalls next to them. It's technically, it's like quite literally not their business in the most literal sense. So there was one that was really funny. But she was so sweet. I didn't get to talk to her much because, you know, she was busy cooking, and it does say very clearly not to speak to her while she's cooking. But it was like me and like there were a bunch of people sitting at the bar side, like eating. But like I could like hear her chatting with like, you know, like a friend that showed up or just like working in the kitchen, and I was like, wow, this has such a homey energy to it. Is this from Friends? Oh, the signs, the sassy signs at the restaurant. I think it is both the chef putting up the signs as well as some contributions from Friends. But there's so much personality. I loved it. You know that the food is made with love. Oh yeah, there's also somewhere else around the stand, there's like a really big wall of like photos of like people that have come to like eat there. And it was really endearing. There's like a lot of sign stuff. I didn't recognize the celebrities. I could only put together the context clues. And I assume that they're like, you know, I assume that they're like Filipino celebrities. But there's like signed magazine covers and things and like photos with the chef. It was really cool. Yeah, they served like adobo and a bunch of classic things, but I couldn't fit that much. I couldn't fit that much in my stomach, and I didn't want to order more than what I could eat. So I just had the seafood sinigang. So good though. I will remember the taste of that soup for quite some time. It was amazing. But yeah, I did really like that restaurant. It was fantastic. Good stuff. 10 out of 10. Let's see, what else have we got here? Ooh, I had some really good ice cream. There's this let me see what it was called again. There's this ice cream place called Molly Moon's. And their ice cream was so good, and because it was so cold in Seattle, it didn't melt. It was amazing. I was so happy that it wasn't melting because I was genuinely, I don't know, really one, but at what cost? But yeah, the ice cream was so creamy and it was so good, and because it was freezing cold, the ice cream was not like getting runny like it usually does. I was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. Let's see. I really feel like all I did was like walk around, look at museums, and eat. I ate so much. But then I burned it all off by walking, and then so I'd get hungry again. and then I would eat, and it just kept going. There's also this artist's glass work that's very well known, because I believe they are from Washington. Now that's my kind of vacation. Yes, ice cream in the winter is best. I honestly agree. I feel like a little mint chocolate chip ice cream, like the mintiness, something about it feels, it's so winter. It's so wonderful and wintry. I did not go up any observation decks in Seattle, mostly just because like time restrictions, and it was the same reason I didn't go to all the museums I would have wanted to. It's just like a matter of time and expensive if you actually want to go to like multiple of them. But I did go to this cool museum of glass. It's the Chuli Museum of Glass. He's this really incredible glass work artist, and I've seen his work before in the past. He's very well known for doing like the ceiling of the Bellagio in Las Vegas. And as a little kid, like my parents had brought me and my sister to Vegas at one point in time to see like a magic show, you know, as you do, because kids don't really have anything to do in Vegas, I feel like, besides like food and shows, right? There's plenty of fun stuff there. I think I'm not someone that's like particularly interested in Vegas type stuff. But as a kid, I did like, you know, the food and like the shows. But I remembered his glass sort of like ceiling art left a really big impression on me. And it was beautiful. But I went to this museum, the Chihuly Garden in Glass. So pretty. I took this photo here as well. They had this like greenhouse, and those flowers, they're all like blown glass. And there's the Seattle Space Needle. Very, very famous structure. It's so pretty. This, even though it was like super cold, I can find some images online as well of what it looks like when it's like sunny. He has this whole outdoor like section where the glass art is kind of just like together with the organic plants, and I thought that was really cool. Blown glass art is so cool, right? There was even a demo when I was there. I almost missed it because I didn't see the, I guess like a timesheet or anything. But when I was there, I walked by and they actually had a like demonstration with some of the local community artists doing like live glass blowing. It was like one narrator and one guy like doing the glass blowing, and so I got to watch them like make a bowl in front of me. There was a crowd of people there, and so I walked over to check out what was happening. But I ended up watching like a whole live demo of them blowing the glass, and it's incredible because they're like working with such like hot molten material. It's like 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've always been really interested in like all creative things. Did they sell them too? Actually, they sell them at the like the little bowls and crafts that they make for the demos. They sell them in the Space Needle gift shop, and it's because it's like this community thing where like the pieces they sell go back into like funding their activities, like the local like glass blown art community. I think it's really cool. I did not buy anything because I have no idea how I would bring it back, and also understandably it's art, although I think they did purposely price them very like affordably, so everything was under $100, but still not within my budget for something that I can bring back, for something that I would have a difficult time bringing back, I think. It's cool that it all goes full circle. I agree. I think that like local efforts to sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but like this art niche, I suppose, I think it's really cool to see like local sort of what would you call them? Like organizations? I think you would call it an organization, right? It's like a club. But I like it because they sort of just like share the art, and you know, and they enjoy making it, and it adds, it's just so beautiful, so pretty. So that was the museum I chose to go to. I was deciding between either the Thule Museum or the Seattle's Pop Art Museum, because while I was there, they had like a really cool exhibit at like their like pop art or like their modern art museum. However, I think I decided to go to the Glass Museum because I figured that, for me at least, with my limited time there, I was like, maybe another time I would go to the Pop Culture Museum. Just because the Thule's Glass Museum, it's like, I feel like when you're actually standing there in person and you see what his glass sculptures look like, it's pretty breathtaking. It's like super, I don't know, super otherworldly experience when you see like how big these things are. But the Pop Art Museum did have this manga exhibit. They had this Asian arts comic exhibit, and I was like, oh, I'm so like interested in seeing that. But I don't think it's worth going to like with the time I had, I was like, I was only gonna be able to go there for such a short amount of time. I was like, oh, I think I have to pick between one of the museums. There are too many places I wanted to like walk through and see. But it's okay, because I do think, you know, it leaves something for another time, perhaps. Also, the reason why I chose to see the Glass Museum instead of the manga exhibit I wanted to see at the Pop Culture Museum is because I have a very specific dream of seeing certain manga museums in Japan one day. And so I was like, well, I want to wait to go to the manga museums that I really want to go to in Japan first, and then I will continue around. Yeah, it was mostly a matter of timing though. I feel like a lot of exhibits and things are like limited time though, so it's tough. A lot of times these things are like, oh, it's only for like this week to this week, or like this month to this month. So it's tough, but hopefully if I get to go again someday, maybe 2026, we'll see. Maybe I can try and line it up with like some exhibits I want to see. Yeah, exactly. All the more reason to go back. But I feel like that's definitely not summing up all of my trip. There's more. There's definitely so much more. A big thing is actually the Seattle Christmas market. I don't think I have many photos though. I just took a lot of videos. But the Seattle Christmas market is like really famous. They do it, I think, every year. And it's just like this sort of winter wonderland situation. There are like wishing trees, and there's like tons of lights, and like there's this carousel that I sat on, and it went kind of really fast. But I think the Seattle Christmas market, if you're in, you know, Seattle for like the winter time, the Seattle Christmas market I highly recommend, because that's like the most the most Christmas I felt in my veins in one place. Ooh, here's a picture that I could find online. I feel like the photos online look so nice because they're like already taken by like press, you know? But take a look at this. I think it did feel nice to go somewhere that was like nice and cold for the winter. It is getting cooler, but I feel like I don't get as many seasons. But this is kind of the vibe of the Christmas market. Super lively. It got like super busy at night. And they had like live caroling. Oh, that's a big photo. They had live caroling. Really cool stuff. I don't think this is from the year that I went because the decor is a little different. But Very, very, very like beautiful, beautiful place. And I had a hot chocolate, and I think it was my first time having a hot chocolate with sprinkles on it. You would think that that is a little bit weird, or at first I was worried that it would taste weird, like the sprinkles would get super soggy, but no, it was really good. The sprinkles were like a crunchy topping on the hot chocolate, and I was like, you know what? I could really get behind this. I could really get behind this. That picture definitely gives hot chocolate and warm cider vibes. Yeah, I did have my hot chocolate. Let me see if I have a photo of that hot chocolate I ate. I drank, I mean. Let's see. Oh yes, I do have a photo. They put so many mini marshmallows. I was pleased. I was like, yes, this is what a hot chocolate is supposed to look like when I buy one. Don't be stingy with the marshmallows, you know? They also had spiked hot chocolate, but I was like, no, I'm not feeling the alcohol. Not much of a drinker, no. But here's my photo of my hot chocolate. Yay. Ta-da! Look at that. Covered in marshmallows. Yeah, get crunk. Not at the Christmas market. There were people that were definitely drunk at the Christmas market. Just a little bit. You know, sometimes you speak to strangers and they're very nice and you're like, you're a little bit too jolly. Like, I see your mulled wine in your hand. One of their signature items was literally mulled cider. So it was like this, they had like a nice and a naughty drink. So the nice drink was like a mulled fruit punch cider, and it was like spiced and it was non-alcoholic, and it came in a cup that said nice. And then if you got the alcoholic one with like the red wine, the cup says naughty on it. I thought that was really cute. But definitely, there were some people about this market that were like extra jolly. And honestly, I get it. I feel like standing here, I was like, standing in this market, I was like, huh, I'm really feeling extra cheery. But yeah, people were with friends, people were caroling. It was really heartwarming, honestly. I was like, oh, I need more of this. I need more of this in my life. Just the joyous sort of get together, super warm feeling. Yeah, I like it. I liked it a lot. Whoa, yummy drink. Yes, and the sprinkles are Christmas colors. Now that is hot chocolate. Sugary equals sugar. Sugar plus cheery alcohol equals jolly. Yeah, you know, maybe I'm starting to understand why, like, Santa has like flushed cheeks and like a red nose. Maybe he just needs a little sip, you know? Maybe Santa liking cookies and milk is like a front for what he's actually chugging at the North Pole. It's so cold there. I'm sure that Santa likes spiked eggnog. Like, come on. A man that jolly, you can't tell me that he doesn't want, like, the spicy kind of eggnog. He absolutely loves it. The milk and cookies is actually to get his blood alcohol level down. Yeah, or else, like, the reindeer sleigh will get stopped by air traffic control. And they'll be like, excuse me, Santa. Definitely after a night of giving presents, yeah, it's like his little reward. He just unwinds and he's like, all in a day's work. Did you guys know that there's a Santa school? I found that out last night when I was unwinding from like getting off, you know, the plane and everything. I like to rest a little before I unpack. I've unpacked almost all of my things. What I have left to unpack are some things that I bought. Little personal souvenirs. Actually, there was this really cool souvenir I got in Pike's Place. I'll actually take it out now. I don't know if I can show you guys a photo of it. But I saw it and I was like, I love this. I have to get it. It's my favorite flower. It's like super teeny tiny. But I met this girl at the Pike's Place market and she was tabling there and her mom has been making mini flower sculptures for years. And I saw this one and it was so detailed and I was like, I have to have it. I really, really want to put this like on like my shelf somewhere. Okay, I snapped a picture of it really quickly and I'll actually place it. I'll place it somewhere on my desk right now. There's an empty spot here. Okay. For Santa school, like for being a mall Santa? Not necessarily for being a mall Santa, but I think they say that their graduates can become mall Santas. But the thing is, like, it's really, really cool. It's like a very extensive, like, how to talk like Santa as well. I feel like you should look up Santa School and like just watch the YouTube videos out there on it. Because I personally, it brought me a lot of joy. It was really sweet. Graduating from Santa University, but it's like an actual university. You have to enroll and like pay tuition. Sorry, I'm trying to get a good photo of this for you guys. And because it's so small, it's like not photographing well. It's so small. I'll take a better photo after stream, but I was just trying to get one that I could like show you guys. It's very, I think it can't help but be a little bit blurry, so you'll have to forgive me for the image quality. Do they get elves too? Well, they learn like a few dances, and also there's a part where I thought, you know, I thought this was really, really good, I guess, of the Santa school to be doing. But they teach the Santas in training some American Sign Language as well, so that if any kids come to like Santa, you know, because like imagine if you're communicating with Santa, if you can communicate through ASL, like doesn't that make it, you know, even more special of an experience? Because it's like Santa would know that, you know, Santa would. It reminded me, my ASL is very, very rusty. I think because I learned it at one point in time, certainly far from fluent, but because I learned some of it at one point in time, I'd like to keep it, like upkeep my ability to sign very basic ASL at least. But yeah, it's a nice skill to have, I think. Mintmai vlog attending one day of Santa University. It's expensive. Santa school is expensive. It's like prestigious. I don't know if I could go for just a day, but they provide like professional Santa training. But yeah, this is the teeny tiny sunflower vase that I bought from Pike's Place. This girl, she told me her mom's been doing this for 20 years. She just like started making them after going to like a little mall, like clay art workshop in Thailand, and then just started like making them. And it's so well made. I want to put it, I feel like it's sized for, I think the scale, it's a little bit smaller than the scale that I would have for mini Mintmai, like the tiny doll that I have. But I do think that it would look really cute, like with her holding it or next to her. So I will be adding this to my collection of miniatures. But yeah, they're Santa school. I think that's amazing. There's a Santa University, you know? I don't know if I could go to Santa school. I don't know if I could do it. I just don't have... I don't know if I have what it takes, you know? It's a lot of pressure being Santa. I did think something really sweet in the video I saw about Santa school is they have students from the local kindergarten come and visit the Santa school, except they tell the kids, like they tell the schools that it's a Santa cousin meetup so that they're not alarmed by like a ton of people that look like Santa. Because otherwise that like you know, it's gonna peel back the curtain. It's gonna ruin the Santa magic. And so they tell these kindergarteners that there's a Santa cousin get together, and that they like the kids are like, they're coming in and they actually come and they like sit with Santa, like one of the Santas, because the other Santas get to watch and basically study how that Santa like responds to the kids' questions. And one of the example questions that was asked was, how do you make the elves? And the Santa at the time that was like mentoring for the other Santas, I guess, said that the elves reproduce amongst themselves. They're like, yeah, they just kind of, you know, continue to grow their population. Whoever graduates summa cum laude actually becomes Santa and gains his power. Santa University tuition, hoog. Yeah. Yep. Isn't being Santa mostly like holding a long zatsu? Wait. You're so right. Being Santa is like having a zatsu with a specific theme, and then it's also like an ask me anything. You know, it's like an AMA. Me a Santa in training? Who knows? Who knows, you know? The ultimate meet and greet. Speaking of these very holiday themed things, holiday themed zatsus. I believe that this year, for the last 2 Christmases, or the last 2 holiday seasons, I've gotten to spend with our friends. We've put up a Christmas tree, and I would like to do that again this year. So there will be one day where we have up a Christmas tree in the bakery, but this year I will be doing things a little bit differently, so please look out on Twitter for that, because this year I want to actually make like an ornament template for you guys, and keep it like super straightforward and simple, because in the past what we did was I just let you guys like submit meme images and whatnot, and I would, you know, like print them out and just like paste them on the tree, but it kind of like they were just like mostly squares, but this year I'll have an ornament template and you guys are free to just decorate them yourself. I think I'll have 2 different ones, and then you can pick between them, or you can like do both. I don't know. But if you do both, I might only pick one of them to put up on the tree though, so I guess I'll put out that disclaimer. But I'm working on the templates, and I hope that I can finish them soon. I remember the stool image I did last time. Yes, you put my face on a chair, and it was the mint chair. So I have so many blocky screenshots. Oh no, the blocky screenshots are totally fine. I just think I want this year I wanted it to be like extra customized, I guess, because it would also make it faster, I think, for me if we sort of have like a predetermined like size. Because in the past I would spend forever like fitting everything on the tree. I mean, I guess that always happens, but mark your calendars. I would like our holiday party to be this Sunday. I know it's sneaking up on us very, very soon, but with how my winter calendar is looking, I think this year it will need to be on the 21st. So coming Sunday, we'll have a holiday party. I think holiday party time, we'll just hang out. We'll decorate the tree. we'll zatsu, and that might be like, that'll be our little holiday celebration. I might try and make it like a 2-day thing instead of just a 1-day thing. Oh man, I have too many streams that I want to do and just not enough time. Because at first I was thinking that I could put like karaoke together with Christmas tree decorating. I'm considering whether or not I should separate it though to save my voice, but I do feel like it would be cool to have it on the same day. You took the day off on Sunday. Let's go. How about Saturday? Are you guys all free? Are you also all free on Saturday? Because I feel like this is like our holiday weekend. Yippee! I wanted it to fall on a weekend at least, because I know a lot of my streams fall on weekdays. But as it nears the holidays, I think it'll be nice to do, you know, little celebration of sorts. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's like just flower friend holiday, all encapsulating. Yippee! Yep. Yay! Yeah, let's have a really fun like holiday weekend. That's my plan. And then I think throughout this week, or like during this week. Yay! Let's see. During this week, I believe we'll have one collab. Some cute girls have invited me to a collab for the holidays. And so we might have a little collab in the middle of the week, and then, you know, just whatever streams we can fit in throughout. Saturday is great too, since the day I took off is a night shift, so my weekend is clear. Yippee! Flower friends are free for the weekend. Yeah. And even if you're not free for the weekend, I hope you get to enjoy all of the holiday glamour. Just whatever you can. Also, I'm sorry, I have to blow my nose. Sometimes in winter, I get that really annoying congestion where it's like somehow clearing my nose does not clear my congestion. Oh, and now I sound stuffy. I'll be okay though. Okay, I think that helped. I blew my nose one more time. Maybe I really can train to be Santa. If I blow my nose enough for it to be red. If I get enough winter congestion, I'll be Santa-like. Stuffy nose sounds like a Minecraft villager. Ha! Yeah, this week's pretty crazy, but I would also like to squeeze in. Oh my goodness. The more I say this out loud, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like so many things. But I would very much like to squeeze in just like one more VTRP stream. I know I said I was only gonna do one, but they extended the deadline or not the deadline, but they extended the event through to the 18th, so I'd like to play one more day. Even if it's just for a couple of hours. But yeah, that's kind of what our week's looking like. And I know, oh gosh, what are some things that you guys are hoping to do, you know, before the year ends? Even if it's just like chilling and relaxing, you know? I think there's some like in-server events happening lately. I haven't been able to keep close track, but I'd like to make sure that I could get on there just one more day. Let's see. Trying to finish some art I've been working on. Ooh, very nice. I'm hoping to start drawing again. Wow, come on in. I believe in you. I believe in you so hard. May you feel the rushes of joy and motivation in your work. Hoping to make some edits? Ooh, that sounds fun. Dang, we're all just one brain cell, arting and working out. Well, I think it's really sweet that everyone wants to like make stuff, because I'm in that boat too. I have some things I want to make before the end of the year. We are all just collectively like, okay, the year's ending. Let's go. I do think that even though, the thing with New Year's resolutions to me is like any time of year, you can make a resolution, right? I'm gonna play League like always. Have fun. Oh my gosh. I can't play League. It doesn't even make me angry. It's just overstimulating. League is only fun when you're in ARAMs and you're with people that you know? It's so overstimulating. Just watching it is like there's so much happening at once. But anyhow, I was thinking about New Year's resolutions. I think the nice thing about New Year's resolutions is like it doesn't have to be like you don't have to have a fresh start every single year. Like it feels really nice to turn over a new page and be like, it's a new year, like we're resetting the calendar kind of from January. Let's give it our best shot, right? But I want to say that I feel like a lot of people, including myself actually, can get pretty discouraged once it hits like later months in the year and it's just like, where did this year go? Or I mean, sometimes it even hits like March and it's like a new year, but it's 2 months in. And it feels like, oh, I've already started the year off on the wrong foot and therefore the whole year is gonna like spiral badly. But I think that's more so like it's almost like a trick that your brain sort of plays on you. New year, same lifetime. Exactly, Zinjal. New year, but your same lifetime. And so even if it helps at all, it can be helpful to like think of every single like new month as like a new sort of starting point. If you have something you want to like, slowly chip away at, or like even like every new week, right? And technically every single new day, it's like, it can be like a bit of a mental reset, right? Didn't get to meet any of the goals I had in mind this year, but that is okay too. No, I get it. I feel like, let me look at well, you know what? I'll look at it now. I'll rip the band-aid off. I have my resolutions, I think, somewhere, or like my goals. Oh, I have my ones from 2024. Where's my 2025 list? I should have it. I think I should be able to do... It's hard, because I think sometimes I have too long of a list of things, where I'm like, these are things that I either want to do or need to do, and... I think in the past I had been doing it in a way where it's too easy to get overwhelmed and frozen in time. But I would like to, I think this coming year, I'd like to aim towards like, I guess more of like a relaxed pace, I suppose. Maybe something where it's just like, as long as something happens slowly and surely, that's really cool, right? I think that progress can be slow, I would like to think that every single small step you take is still a step in the direction you want to go, right? Let me see. Did I put the wrong year for my resolutions last year? Oh my gosh. I might have. Oh no, here we go. I do have my goals. Oh my gosh, I don't think I read more this year. I put that on the list. Read more. I don't think I read more. I just read tons and tons of manga. But then when I said read more on the goal list, I actually meant like more books. Oh well, cue the projector. Okay. I think you ran at the start of the year. Sniffs. Inhales through my snot-filled nose. Okay. Let's see. Well, the first goal I know for a fact is finish all the Donathon rewards from the 2024 Donathon. That has not happened, and I actually do really want to talk about that with everyone. That's like a little bit /serious though. But what I want to say is I'm doing everything in my power to just make sure that as much as possible continues to be done. And I know that there's a lot of things there's a lot of things that I've for various reasons they've been difficult to progress on, and like I guess I don't want to get caught up or eaten up in the guilt of it, because that Donathon was to make Burn Bright possible, but I do think that, you know, this coming year I'm looking forward to like a healthier balance in terms of like how I guess manage my time and how I continue to work hard and do my best, because I do think it 2025 very, very quickly, like a lot of things snowballed, and then just like the first half of my year was super busy, and then the second half of my year was a mixture of like recovering from that and then also having more things that piled on. And so I do think that I let 2025 like really snowball into this massive sort of buildup of things that I need to do and things that I want to do, and it's like all become very convoluted and mixed together. It's almost like my creative brain, right? Like always wanting to do more, but also having so many things, because past me always wanted to do more. Past me always wanted to do more too. And so we have like we're at a little bit of a stalemate situation where it's just kind of like, girl, you need to do the things that you had set out to do when you were in that position last year, right? Like I had this honest conversation in my own head with myself for a long time, where it's just kind of like, I know that you as flower friends are so lovely and patient with me and everything, but I also really care about holding myself accountable to things that I've said that I would make, right? And so I have these lists of things, and they are getting done. We're trekking forward, because I think any bit of progress is still progress, and so I'm looking forward to it. And it's just kind of like my new updated timeline is just kind of like I'm actually setting a sort of schedule for myself to make sure that things are kind of done over a timely amount of time. I will kind of only talk about this really, really briefly. I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about it like here openly, or if I wanted to save it to just be in the Membun stream actually. But I'll talk about it here, because I don't think it, you know, I feel totally fine talking about it now. And I trust that it, you know, won't get clipped or anything like that. But it's just like last year, there's like some sad stuff that happened. And I think that it made it hard for me to continue on certain things. I don't want to like be mincing my word. Like I don't want to be filtering my words too much. But for flower friends that were here in December, or like, yeah, in like early December of 2024, we did lose someone in our community, and you know, lots of love, you know, to their family and all of that. But it's a tough subject to talk about, and I felt like just simply as a content creator that this person watched and supported, I didn't feel like it was like right for me to like bring it up more, right? Because it's I feel like I don't have like the right, like I'm not in a spot where I should, I don't know, I felt like weird, like in a weird way that I don't really have the it's not that I don't have the right to mourn, because I definitely felt it, and it was something that we as a community, it's something that we all like got through together, you know what I mean? Because for me, I felt it was one of those things where it's like I needed to pick up everything where I left off still, and I still wanted to make you guys smile, even though it was a tough time for like, it was like a hard time for all of us as like a small community that was and still is quite tight-knit, you know? And it's like, just because you're a tight-knit community doesn't mean that you're like I guess like closed off, or like, again, this is something that I talked about a lot when I moved to YouTube. It's because a lot of the community that I've built over time, like, you guys are really, really lovely and so tight-knit. At the same time, I want to make sure that, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm at my best when I want to like be able to include everyone and keep things very FOMO free. But yeah, this is something that's just been on my mind because it's actually been like a full year since last year. But for me, there's like some art and certain things that I know that I owe, but it was difficult for me. It was difficult for me to work on it when there's someone that's like not here anymore, you know what I mean? And if our friend isn't, would be so proud. Sniff. Thank you, Suki. But yeah, I think, you know, time is like a source of healing, you know? So while it was like a very I feel like it's a super unique sort of thing to navigate emotionally. I think that it's just like, I don't know, I really appreciate everyone for not really questioning me too much when there were some things I've had to like delay, just because it was difficult to think about them without remembering the fact that perhaps there is someone that supported me and like that I wanted to see certain things that isn't able to be with us anymore, like that kind of thing. I guess I'm just like sensitive to it. Like it tore me up a bit for a while, and so when I look back at these goals, even I'm like, oh, I remember that. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I remember how conflicted I felt about certain things. But the most important, like to me, it's super important that I'm in the best state of mind and the best condition for everyone that is here or chooses to be here, like here and now, right? Because it's one of those things where it's like, well, we're like this is a very precious, you know, space. Very precious space for me. And thank you for treasuring it as well. Like it's one of those things, like I don't know, I just yeah, I think I just tend to be like my own harshest critic. And I worry about letting people down sometimes, but I do think that I've always been, you know, like healing in my own ways, where I could just, if I just put my best foot forward, even if it's a small step, it's still a step forward, right? So, you know, that's a little bit of a tangent, but I think I did feel like getting that off of my mind because it was on my mind. But it's one of those things where I'm like, as a community and just like as me myself, like I want to cherish everyone that's ever been here before and like supported me, and at the same time move on in a way where it's okay to like feel things, obviously, but like I think it's also good to be looking towards, you know, a very bright and warm future. So yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, it's been a year, and so I really love and appreciate you guys. That's all I wanted to say. It's been a year since I faced that with all of you, and we're just like, you know, I really appreciate the fact that everyone is so warm and kind to each other as well in the bakery. So yeah. Yeah, I think it's important to like cherish the past, but also I want to like build a really nice, I want to build like a really nice future. So yeah, I care about, you know, I care about people. I care you, and yeah. Yay! Thank you for listening to my little tangent, my little soapbox tangent. Sometimes when things bubble up in my mind, it's like I feel like I want to just, you know, talk about them all together, and then and then it's out, you know. Thank you for being open about it. I feel like it would be, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, let's all heal. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm not sure what people mean sometimes, but yeah, let's keep chat on topic for sure. I'm happy you're comfortable enough to talk about it. I haven't talked about it for I haven't talked about it besides the one stream that we had last year. And I guess I don't want this to be confusing for new flower friends either. Thank you for being here. I just think that like a year later, when I notice that I feel something and just want to like remember and have a moment, you know, to remember flower friends. Yeah, I hope, I don't know, I hope everyone knows that they're very, very cherished. So take care of yourselves, you know? But yes, I do think this will be the last time that I talk about it. That I talk about it in particular. Because I think as a whole, I will just hold it in my heart, but I'll lay the subject to rest mostly so that I don't get caught up in my own feelings. Yeah, but you know, lots of love, rest in peace, flower friends that have passed. We care you all. Always in our hearts. Yeah. Yeah. But let's see. Looking at these goals, it's always difficult. There's no clean segue out of it, right? So I'll just say right now, slight change of subject together. But I do think in the last year I did make a couple of song covers. So I was happy about that. I was saying we got this at the time, and I was like, yes, we do. But more song covers, more singing. I've been tackling my old fear of having like a dedicated karaoke stream, because I've always felt like, I don't know, I think it's because I was a Twitch streamer and not a YouTuber before. I felt really weird having karaoke streams, because if I did a karaoke stream, I felt like I had to like sing for like 3 to 5 hours. That's like the best way I could put it, because when I was on Twitch, it really felt like if I didn't stream for longer than a certain period of time, then it wasn't like, I don't know, it's a weird personal pressure that I had placed on myself. And I'm happy to say that moving to YouTube has helped break that, but like naturally I think a lot of my streams just sit at 3 or more hours anyways. But I would like to be able to do shorter streams too and just like exist. Especially when I have a lot of things happening in the background. Sometimes I'd rather like have like a short like 1 hour stream than not a stream at all sometimes, you know? So yeah, now that I'm here, I feel like karaoke streams can be a lot less pressure. I can just like have like a set list. I don't have to sing like 50 songs. And we'll just, you know, we'll keep it rolling. I think that's just Twitch culture. Streams always have to be long, but they really don't have to be. See, I agree. I feel like my streams have never been very, very long. Like they just naturally are not very long. I feel like I have so many things that I want to cook up on the side that it requires me to have like the offline time and the downtime, especially as, you know, to make sure that I have all like the energy possible to like cook up my secret projects, you know? Just go at your own pace. Exactly. I love that phrase, you know? Just like at my own pace is such a nice thought. So I feel like I'm the type of person where my brain runs a lot faster than I can physically keep up with. And so I have like a ton of ideas, and then it's just too physically and mentally exhausting to execute them all in like a time. Like it's gonna run me thin if I try and do everything like ASAP. But that's kind of my brain is like a hamster in the hamster wheel, just like, I want to do this and I want to do that. But I think that, you know, I think that it's good. I'm ready to enter 2026, honestly. I'm ready to be done with 2025 so that I can enter 2026 with, you know, my continuously growing self and mindset, I guess. Yeah, I feel like taking care of myself, which is something in the 2025 goals. Taking care of my health and like walking and reading more, those are things that I do want to do. I just have not been properly allocating enough time to some of those things. So I do think I have to just like give it more effort. Or just give it a very prioritized effort. Because I am the person that just, I love working. I love throwing myself into like something I really care about. So I kind of dove into the creating the bakery and everything super head first. And the first 2 years, and I did mention this, like, you know, now I'm in my 3rd year, or I guess, yeah, it's been 3 years, but I do think for like the first 2.5 years, like I threw myself into the deep end, like face first, flailing arms and hands, chucked myself into the deep end of the freezing ice cold pool. 'Cause there's just so much that was like swirling. There still is so much that's swirling around in my brain. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be memes. I do believe in just doing things. At the same time, it's like, I guess I don't want to feel like I'm rushing myself anymore. I tend to have a very I don't know. I feel like I rush myself, you know? It's a very negative conflict of the me that cares the me that cares extremely deeply for the quality of every single little thing, and that perfectionism comes around to bite me, because then I feel bad when things are taking way too long. So I would like to somehow adjust this relationship between me and, like, for example, my artwork or like my projects, where sometimes you just gotta deliver something, even if it's not at that like 120% that I want it to be at. Sometimes it just needs to happen so that you can, you know, it's like this motto that I tell you guys I tend to try to live by, right? Just make it exist first. You can make it good later. Just make it exist first. It's kind of like some illustrators. I've been looking at some art books lately, thinking about illustration too. A lot of illustrators I really like, they start their drawings with like the messiest little thumbnail ever, and they just like lay in the colors and the lighting, and then they start to like polish it. Because a lot of times the way I draw is I start with the line art like already clean, like relatively clean, but I end up with something that I don't always like as much because I'm fretting over the little details and like zooming in too much as I go. So I'm trying to think more big picture just about everything, like not just art too. Trying to think more big picture about like life too, and the bakery, and like I want to be here, and I want to also make sure that I'm being really healthy in my day-to-day life, because I just got back from my trip, right? And my feet have been so sore. Because hold on, let me look at my step count. Because my step count while I was traveling was 16,000 steps, 15,208 steps, 10,400 steps, 10,020 steps. And then I click on today and it's 85 steps. And so I basically walk very, very little to begin. I'm not doing enough like exercise normally. And then I go outside and I'm like, well, I want to see everything. So then I walk way too much, and I've like overexerted myself a little. And I do think that you need rest days, but like I probably will take a walk later just to sort of keep up my stamina. Time to get those treadmills. I should get a desk treadmill. I literally have a standing desk and I never use the standing setting. Isn't that really tragic? I used to use it sometimes, like when working in things. But I'm like, I have a standing desk. Why am I not using the standing setting, girl? I didn't find out until way too late that you're supposed to like standing postures like better for singing. Every single karaoke you've ever seen on my channel is me sitting. Anytime I've ever sung to you guys on stream, I'm sitting. What I would do to have a standing desk, I swear you better use it soon. I better use it soon, or else, I mean, I guess I could use it now. Can you hear it? Wait, this is so funny. Oh my gosh, you can hear it. That's my standing desk. I'm standing now. I know it's a total privilege to have a standing desk, but it's because my parents were really worried about my health when I became an art student. When I went into art, they're like, you're always hunched over at your desk. And it's true. But yeah, I should probably do more standing streams. I feel like for a Zatsu stream, I could just like stand, and I'm like, I could walk in place. Art students. But let's see, looking through this list still. Yeah, why not? It's because I just love sitting at my desk. I love being a potato at my desk. Oh my gosh, my back just cracked. Hold on. Let me bring the mic nice and close to my back, okay? That was audible. It's giving granny. I have some news for you. I'm too young for this. I'm too young for my back to be literally crumbling apart. What the heck? What the heck? The granny was supposed to be hashtag RP, not hashtag real. Oh no. Oh man. But yeah, Granny Maturba probably has a healthier back. Okay, honestly, she does stand to cook her jam, and like she's out here building in Minecraft and like walking everywhere. Here's the thing. New Witchington is a walkable city. How I envy New Witchington. There's not a car in sight. There's only horse-drawn carriage and a really nice train. Do you know what a luxury that is? The train in New Witchington, and also the horse-drawn carriage taxi services that I never got to partake in, but I saw it. But there are no cars, and it's amazing. Everything is pedestrian. There's flying broomsticks. Yes, but there's no traffic because there's only like 5 people in the sky at a time. And then there's mages that just like walk on air for whatever reason. But like for, you know, a little pedestrian such as Granny, she could just walk anywhere. She would just walk. And you know what else? There's waystones. The envy that I have for New Witchington infrastructure, walking infrastructure, and the slingshots and the slime boots. Dude, I'm telling you, if we had slingshots and slime boots in our day-to-day lives, we would all have the strongest legs ever. I wish you could redeem points on YouTube. Oh my gosh, like on Twitch. So I'd make you stand up on your standing desk. You'll have to be like, Mintmai, please do a standing stream sometimes. Dude, a while back, oh my gosh, I got embarrassed. I was very hazukasi. So I asked my mom not to like watch my streams, even though she knows of my channel, right? Obviously, I can't tell whether or not she heeds that. But it's more so I need to pretend that she doesn't know that she knows. But once upon a time, when she did look at some of my things, she was like, you should do more 3D streams because it makes you stand. Like full body 3D streams because it makes you stand. And I was like, the call out. She was like, yeah, you should just become like a workout instructor, like YouTuber. What's her reaction to watching me stream? She's chill with it. Sometimes she'll even be like, you should take singing lessons to like improve your singing more. Or, like you should like she'll sometimes, I think when she first found out about my streaming, I talked to her about this too. It was very, very silly. She sent me like articles on like how to be, well, this was when I was over on Twitch. She sent me these articles where she like clearly just Googled like how to be a Twitch streamer, and she didn't send me a link to the article. She like copy and pasted it into like multiple paragraphs of text where it was like advice for new Twitch streamers. And it was like, 1, interact with your audience. 2, and it was like, I was like, where did you find this article? Like, this is stuff that I've read like long before becoming a Twitch streamer, but it was like really endearing, you know? But for me, I do think I just feel self-conscious if someone, like if my family sees my stuff. I get just shy. I get very hazukasi. So that's it. But the thought is really, really sweet, you know? But to my mom, when I'm like, to my mom, when I tell her, you know, I'm like, I'm shy if you watch my streams. She was like, why? Why are you shy? I gave birth to you. I saw you naked as a baby. And I'm like, Mom! Mom! She does that when I'm at home too. And I'm like in my, like I close the door because I'm changing out of pajamas into my like day clothes. And she'll just open the door and come in. And I'm like, Mom. And she's like, what? I've already seen everything. And I'm like, oh, Mom! Mom! Do we have the same mom? No, it's like, why? Gosh, it's adorable, but it's also, it's endearing, you know? It's endearing, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm shirtless. And she's like, you don't got boobs for me to see. And I'm like, not the but you don't need to say that. It's endearing, but like, get out. No, me too. I'm like, it's endearing, and it's like it's funny and sweet, but like, please close the door and you don't have to tell me that I'm flat. But she does. She literally does. Youch. Yeah, no. It's like the thing that she says if I'm like changing and I'm like, I like turn away and I'm like, I'm changing. And she's like, what do you have to hide? She's like, you were in my belly. So mom core. I guess we all have the same mom. Sick and twisted. I think it's just crazy. Why did she have to clock me like that at the end too? Like, I kid you not, it's like I gave birth to you, like I saw you naked as a baby, and so like therefore it doesn't like your privacy when you change is not a thing. And then the other thing being like, you know, she's like it's not like there's anything to look at, and I'm like, thanks mom. I get it. I'm built like a popsicle stick. Oh my gosh. So funny. I think a few of my friends have seen my stick bug impression. I will have to do it in 3D for you guys someday, because my stick bug impression has been referred to as scarily accurate. I don't even think I'm not even that tall, but yeah. Even popsicle sticks have curves. You mean at the ends? Well, in that case, I do too. Do you see this? Do you see this? This nice fine dome at the top of my head is a curve. No way. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think my goals for the upcoming year more or less will look similar to this, but I wonder if it will be helpful for me to write down even more specific goals, honestly. Because these are still pretty general things, but I'll think about it. I will probably do a little New Year's resolution, New Year's wishes stream when I'm here at the beginning of January. So probably like the second week of January. Maybe the first week. It depends on when I'm able to figure out for my schedule. It's hard to think of goals, yeah. Right? Especially, I don't know. I do think that I should put some more specific goals down though. Cause I don't know. I think one thing I didn't get to do much is pixel art, because I really want to try that. Ooh! That sounds fun. I feel like there's some browsers that you can make pixel art in. Like, you don't even have to use an art program. They have like some fun little browsers where you can just like click. It's like Minecraft skin art. All right, back to work. Have a good rest of stream. Bye, Mushy. I feel like I'll probably need to wrap up stream in a little bit anyways. I just wanted to really hang out today. Pixel art is really fun. It is. I don't do too much pixel art, but whenever I do, it is fun. The only pixel art I really did was in web fishing. Web fishing. That was good. That was a good game. Those were fun, but I want to do them in an actual program. Ooh. If you have I think you can do pixel art in any program. Like, at least I do my pixel art in Procreate. It's just I make the canvas like tiny. All you need to do is make a canvas that's tiny and then have like a really solid brush that will only, like a square brush, will only fill out 1 pixel at a time. So I think if you have a small canvas and a small brush, like, you can make it work. Sometimes you have to like customize the brush so that it doesn't end up like blurry when you're drawing the pixels, but I think I made myself a pixel brush in Procreate a while ago. But yeah, Asperite is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that is also for pixel art. Oh, you use Photoshop. Ooh. You found me on your YouTube homepage. I like your energy. What? I didn't know that I could appear in people's homepages. Nice to meet you. Wait, what? Thank you so much for the membun! I will have a membun stream this week, probably. We'll just do... I don't know. We'll do like a short little membun stream. Not. I use Clip Studio with a small canvas. Oh yeah, Clip Studio is great. I really, really envy the Clip Studio paint. They have like a border effect. I really want that in Procreate, but I don't think they have it. It's like where you can draw stuff and then it, like a line, and then it has a border around the color. A lot of people use that for like their under sketches or like before they make line art. I really like that. I feel like if I could, I feel like if I could, I would look into that for Procreate. I mean, I have Clip Studio. I have Clip Studio, but for some reason I can never draw as well in it as I can in Procreate. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. It's okay. It is a-okay. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I guess the last thing about my vacation, which is not directly related to my trip actually, but I was very, very excited about it on Twitter, and so I want to be excited to you guys about it too. There's the Dungeon Meshi Kinokuniya pop-up, and I saw the news, I heard the news, and I knew that I had to pull up to a Kinokuniya as soon as I could. I'm winning in life. Look at her. That's me when I try anything but Photoshop. I get it. I don't know. It's like, why do I draw different in a different program? Like, I can draw on paper perfectly fine, and then I can draw on Procreate like very well because it's like my home program, and then I draw on any other art program and I'm like, well, now suddenly I can't draw a face. I thought it was you at first and then instantly went, wait a minute, it's Tade! It's Tade-chan! Inu Tade from Dungeon Meshi. I like fell in love with her at first sight. Like, I think she's so cute. She's not one of the main characters, but she is one of my favorite side characters. Of the main cast, I just love Marcille too much, but Tade is like, I love her. I love her so bad. Underrated support character. I think she's just so cute. She's too cute and like so sweet, and her design really speaks to me. She's so beautiful and she's so tall and I love her. And I just like, I don't know, I love that she's like tall and buff. And she's so sweet. She's like so strong. And like genuinely, I feel like Dungeon Meshi has some of the most amazing and like a very diverse breadth of design for, you know, I just love it. I love her. I love her and Itsuzumi. Inutada and Itsuzumi are super cute together as well. But I love her so bad. And so when I saw that Kinokuniya was having this pop-up, and I saw the catalog of... Let me find the catalog, actually. I saw on the posts promoting it. I can't spell Kinokuniya. Hold on. I made a typo. Here we go. When I saw the posts promoting what they were gonna have, I just... What the... Jump scare! Guys, look at this. When I go on Google Images and I try searching for the Kinokuniya Dungeon Meshi pop-up, look at who pops up. Hold on. Hold on a second. What is that? What is that? Hello? What am I doing here? I'm in like the what? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. I'm in the 6th row because I was tweeting about it, I think. But like, why is it just my profile picture? Ah! OMG, you're on TV. There's no way. Google image Dungeon Meshi Kino Kuniya, and suddenly my Twitter pops up. Hold on, let me zoom out. It says the lion does concern herself with the Kinokuniya. It's just my tweet. I was like, the lion does concern herself with the well, I guess I was promoting it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love you, Dungeon Meshi. Oh, I mean, it's a good quote. I do concern myself with the Dungeon Meshi pop-up. They had such beautiful things there. It was amazing. It was so beautiful. Let me show you guys all of the standees actually. I realized you're not supposed to do this, but I guess I got really good at it. I got really good at like feeling the packaging to figure out what standee was in what bag. But you can never be 100% certain, right? It's really hard to be 100% certain. But I looked at this and I was like, I think I could feel Inutade's hat. Girl, what? Yeah, I stood there for like many minutes, like squeezing the blind bags. Mint found a loophole? Well, it's not a loophole if it's just part of the design, you know? It's not a loophole if it's just part of the packaging design. It's like for blind boxes, some people try to weigh them or like shake them. And technically that's like kind of allowed, and some people have like figured out how to like guess them, but that's way too hard for me. But for me, I was just holding these like, you know, these standees, they always come in the like the silver shiny packets because it's like all opaque, because it's like, ooh, you can't see what's inside. But I picked it up and I was like, I can feel the outline of the standee. I was like, I can feel it. And the thing is, there's like cardboard also. So there's like kind of a thin cardstock that's surrounding the standee to protect it. Also, presumably to prevent you from telling what's inside. Yeah, so I was like squeezing around it. And I was like, hold on. I'm pretty sure that I feel her hat. 'Cause I think some of these would be really hard to guess, but I was feeling it and I was like, I'm almost sure that I feel her hat. And you know, her base is also a very unique shape. Like she has because she's got like the background situation. So it's kind of like this wider base that tapers. And so I literally locked in and I was like squeezing around the silhouette and I was like, yeah, I need to buy this one. But still, you can't be 100% certain. And so even though I don't know what else it would have been, even though I don't know who else it could have been, I was like, I'm only 90% sure that this is Inutade. Do you sell it? No, I'm pulling up a photo from the official Dungeon Meshi pop-up at Kinokuniya. This is not my merch. My merch is at mintmai.com. Thank you for reminding me though, because tonight is actually when the mini standees, tonight is when the mini standees are ending their order period. Let's see. I should have kept this pin. Today is the last day to grab a mini. Okay. Here we go. I think I'll just pin it here, even though I think even though I wasn't planning on streaming for too much longer. I gotta unpack and such. But look. Ta-da! That standee I sell. Better late than never. That's true. I love the standee so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you got it like around your birthday. That was good timing. I totally planned that. Taps on my noggin. I totally planned that. Some of the mini standees, because more people ordered them than the stock that I had, I will get just a couple more of those for the orders, and then the rest of them, they should all ship out in January. January is when I plan to get like the remaining stock. But yeah. Anyhow, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got Inutade. I also really like the Christmas Marseille and Fallen one. I mean, I like all of the characters. I think the bottom middle one with the, like, they're helping put on the tanning lotion. It's very cute. That is perfect for Christmas, right? Oh, gee, what if I get mine for my birthday? Oh my gosh, the timing's gonna work out. The timing is gonna work out so well. I thought it was cute because I feel like these are just like all Halloween themed. Actually, I like really love this one. I love Chilchuk too. I just love that he's the mimic and his daughters are the coin bugs. It's so cute. And then Senshi is just chilling. He's dressed as the in that one part, the dirt, like, oh gosh, I've already forgotten what they're called in the series, but they're the dirt, like, goblins that grow the vegetables on them. The mandrake? No, it's the oh, excuse me, sneeze. The golems, yeah. He's definitely one of the golems. Isn't it so cute? He like grows the gardens of like food on their backs. Here, I'll pull up a side by side. I just love these illustrations. I would have bought the box set of them, but when I tell you the box, if you wanted to get the box set of the collaboration, like mini standees, it costs the same as getting the box set of the manga almost. It's like only a little bit cheaper than getting a box set of the entire manga. And so I was like, no, I can't get all of the stands, but I'm glad that I got my personal favorite. Golems, you say? Yeah, these ones are different from the Minecraft ones though. I think the Toad and siblings is so sweet. Look at them. Do you see Laos's costume? And do you see Fallen's costume? It's so smart. I won't even speak. I will not even speak. The fact that Fallen's costume's like the little dragon outfit, and then Leo's has like that. He's got like the dog motif, like three-headed wolf. So cute. So cute. So I think the Halloween ones are really, really cute. But then they have like the Christmas and the summery ones, which I really like. So yeah, super happy with my Dungeon Meshi purchase. They also had these, which wait, let me show you the other things that they had in this pop-up. So one of the other things they had, which I did not buy, but I thought were super cute. They're Marseille charms. And I love Marseille, but they're all her. It's Marseille as different creatures from the series. And I love it. There's Marseille as a mandrake, actually, and Marseille as a mimic. Minecraft Golem also has something growing on them. That is true. They do have the vines. I can't disassociate like Minecraft golems from from the Church of Chat and the golem we had. Leo hitting that very, very rare RNG. Not the dots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really like all of these. I just didn't think that I would enjoy it as much as the mini standee. The other thing I thought was really fun were these. I think they called them stylish illustration keychains. So it's characters from Dungeon Meshi, but like drawn by the artist. You know, I think they're drawn by Ryokokui, but in like a unique style. They also have Tade here, and I absolutely love that. But I feel like in this collection, I like the Chilchuck one the most because he's so tiny. I love like an itty bitty little charm. So I feel like the Chilchuck one, he's so like, he's so small. But yeah, I wasn't as into this though because I think I personally am just in love with the style that Ryokokui typically goes for with her like manga and the series. So yeah, I was completely sold on this Tade charm, or on this Tade acrylic stand. Also, I'm weak because the base is literally orange yellow ombre, and the swimwear is my favorite type of little like roughly two-piece swimsuit. I literally have drawn myself in this before. There's like fan art of me wearing swimsuits like this, and I saw her in her little sun hat and I was like, she's just like me. Cries. Also behind her, it's like a picnic blanket being pinned down by like seashells and like bento boxes. I was like, I love her. I love her so bad. And she has her little like tooth gap and her eye mole, and it's so like, she's perfect. She's perfect. I fear she is perfect. I agree, y'all are twitting so bad. Oh, I love her. I didn't even know about her until like way later. Like my personal aesthetic, I had already established that I saw her and I was like, I love you. I just adore her. I just adore her. Here's the thing. I know that Dungeon Meshi, the manga, is like a finished series, but like I need to keep this hype up, guys. I need this series to be one of those series that like remains popular and withstands the test of time. Because I know there's always going to be new and exciting things, but like I need Dungeon Meshi to just like keep having collab cafes because I am greedy and my greed knows no bounds. My greed. I've not been able to go to a Dungeon Meshi like collab pop-up ever before. I've only gotten like this event, which is literally just like there's some extra merch and like that's it. Duh. Well, if you finish reading it, reread it because you'll find something new. Dungeon Meshi is like forever rereadable. I have not actually done my second reread of Dungeon Meshi. I've not done my reread because I'm saving it. I'm saving it for a really I think I want to wait until like maybe like January at soonest. I will reread it because like the brain worms are gonna hit so hard when I reread it. Oh my gosh. Because I think I will just like, I don't know. It's gonna imprint itself in my brain. It already has, but it will continue to imprint itself in my brain. And it will be so dire. But I love them. I love Dungeon Meshi. I need Dungeon Meshi in my life forever. But yeah, I really hope that they continue to like have more little events and like more official artwork that like comes out. I'm like, oh my gosh, not to give my favorite mangaka more work, but like also please squeaks a little bit, please. I wonder if there's any upcoming Dungeon Meshi collab cafes. Maybe there's just the ones that have happened, but every once in a while there's one that's announced and I'm like, this is so awesome. Yippee, my sugoi Dungeon Meshi fan life. Ah. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, I don't know. If no one else keeps the hype going, I will. I do believe with the anime has to have, it's just one of those animes where it's like you gotta see this through until like the very end, and I will be so seated. I will be so seated. Okay, thank you guys for letting me gush about Dungeon Meshi a little bit. Yippee! So that just happened last night, so I'm still very giddy about it. It's a little holiday miracle, except it's not a miracle, it was sheer skill. I squeezed that back. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen the Dungeon Meshi themed restaurant official artwork before? It was awesome, and I was not in Japan when this was happening, but I still looked at it. Look, early Christmas gift. Indeed. Tade coming home. Look at how good they look. This is the kind of stuff I want. This is the kind of stuff I want forever. Chilchuck in his outfit, Senshi in his chef outfit, Leos and Marcela as like waitresses, and Isuzumi doing whatever she wants. She's tasting the soup. It's so cute. It was like a it was like a proper sort of like restaurant collab. No, this is not AI. This is actual, you know, official artwork. Nope. We can trust official collab cafes for sure. And I mean, if you look at it, I know that the photo looks small, but if you look at it, it's clearly not. So yeah, real artists forever. We love. Yippee. Let's see. Well, I think I think I had so much fun just like chatting with you guys a bit and catching up. Because I do need to do a few things today, and so I think I should probably go and do those. Make sure that all of that is taken care of. But I'm so happy. I'm so glad that Dungeon Meshi exists. I have to think long and hard about finally getting the manga. Yeah, it's super fun catching up and yapping, right? Always a very, very good time. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for an amazing Mintmai Monday. Oh my gosh, my legs are so tired. I'm still standing at my standing desk and I'm like, my legs are tired. I'm just and look at me. I'm standing man emoji. But yeah, I will have my schedule up tomorrow. It will be as full of a schedule as I can make it. But I'll see you guys again soon. I think tomorrow we will just do like a very brief sort of Memban stream. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll just do a little Memban stream for this month. Yeah. Thank you for stream. Yippee! Thank you guys for an amazing stream. Otsumintmai. Otsumintmai. Also Otsumintmai for all of that walking. Whew. I need to train myself for more travels. Oh, hi. Whoops. Oh my gosh, you're good. Don't even worry. Hello, it's good to see you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It was a comfy little chit chat. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I saw your new profile picture on Twitter actually. It was very cute. I'll leave you with that. It's very cute. Although I like your old profile picture too. It's all very cute. Otsumint. You know, I got Hazukashi. Listen, the timeline just shows me things. And I simply take a peek and I go, wow, that's adorable. And then I sneak off into my little corner of lurking. Oomph is watching, maybe. I will not say how many people's tweets show up in my timeline, but I see oomphs. I see them out and about. No, it's just whatever Twitter decides to serve me, but it's okay. I've been pretty good about being offline sometimes, so you're safe from my watchful eyes for now. I did get jump scared. Wait, let me see what video it was on so that I can be absolutely sure. I got jump scared because I was watching a song cover and someone in the comments of the song cover have a profile picture that is a photo of me. Yep, I found it. I found it. I think I will. I'm gonna reply to it. I'm gonna reply to it. Profile pic jump scare. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the flushed emoji, flushed underscore face, and then parentheses, heart. This is so funny. I think I might be jump scaring them. Now it just looks like I'm lurking, but no, I saw it. I saw it myself organically on accident. Not the live tweet. Sorry. Sorry. It's cause Nova released a cover, you know. Nova, which is comprised of Shuluka, Sonny, and Ren from Niji Sanji Ian, they released a cover, and so I wanted to watch it, right? And so I watched it, and I was like, let's go! And I scrolled to the comments, and it was like the 4th comment I saw, and it says "Holy Ikemen," but it's a photo of me. Their profile icon is a picture of me with cat ears, which is adorable. And obviously, no pressure. Sorry for subtweeting you. Not even subtweeting you, just like live tweeting you, putting you on blast. Oomph. Without name dropping, but I just thought it was really funny that it's a picture of me with cat ears. And I was like, huh? It just took me aback for a moment. I was like, point at myself. Smibao? I have to stop saying smibao when what I mean is just me pointing at myself. But I want you guys to think of the smibao pose. That's all. Alrighty. For real this time. I really love to go, all right guys, I'm ending stream, doesn't end stream. All right guys, I'm ending stream, doesn't end stream. But for real this time, I'll see you guys later, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow for Membuns. We'll do a little December Membunship stream. And then on Wednesday, everyone, I have a collab lined up. Yeah, fun collab with some of my friends. So I'm very excited. I will stream. But I think for the collab on Wednesday, I'll probably just do the collab and then we might do a little bit of short chit chat afterwards. But yeah, we just wanted to do like a little holiday collab, me and some girlies, and we'll play Among Us. So I think the time for that has been confirmed. It should have been confirmed, so yeah. But my schedule will be up. Schedule will be up tomorrow morning at the latest, if not tonight. But yeah, Among Us? Yes. I've never played Among Us on stream before. You guys ever think about that? I've never played Among Us on stream before. I like missed that wave when Among Us was really popular, and then I just never happened to play it on stream after. But I love Among Us. That is something you should know. I think the game is really fun, and I have a lot of fun gaslighting my friends. Wait, you haven't? I don't think I have ever streamed it. I don't think so. And I don't even know if I like have an I don't even know if I have Among Us. I like had it on my phone a long time ago. I don't even own Among Us. Hold on, I'm just gonna, before I forget, let me just get the game on my PC. Church of Chat Among Us. This collab on Wednesday is not with Church of Chat, but honestly, it could be fun to do Among Us with Church of Chat sometimes. Sometime, when everyone's free. I think Among Us oftentimes needs like a lot more people. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't have Among Us. I guess I should get Among Us. Let me... I'll do that right now. I'll do that right now. Hehehe. Yippee! Gollum was not the imposter. Ta-da! Yippee! And now I have Among Us. Look at that. I'm ready for my collab on Wednesday. That would be ideal for when the collab happens. Yeah, to own the game. I just totally didn't even think about the fact that even though I like this game, I don't think I like have an account or anything. I just played it a bit on my phone. But I love, you know, we do a little bit of girl boss gaslighting in Among Us. It's been a while since I played like a game, like a social deduction type game like that, so I don't know, let's just have so much fun this week, guys. Let's have so much fun this week. Me Alpha! I love you, Tutu! I was asking Me Alpha for her ring size a few weeks back. Wonder what that was all about. We'll find out. Not even Me Alpha knows what's happening. Damn. Okay. What can I say? I just love my friends. Woohoo. Teehee. Dun, 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 dun. That was the second announcement. No idea. She actually has no idea. Yay. No, it's just little belated birthday surprise. Smiles. I'll see you guys later though. I gotta go. How do people that actually end their streams when they say they're ending stream end stream? Can I ask that? I'm teasing. I'm teasing you guys. Sometimes I feel awkward just being like, bye guys. Bye. Smile and wave. You know? Bye. Press the end button. No. Okay, for real this time. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you on Wednesday or perhaps tomorrow. But yeah. I had a good time. Alt F4 OBS. No. Well, I'm really glad to hang out with you guys. You hang up. No, you hang up. Imagine if chat could like force end the stream if you guys like voted. If you guys all collectively voted that you want the stream to end now. If YouTube can just like shut it off. No, you go first. No, you. No, you hang. No, okay, we're done. We're done. For today, and we start again tomorrow. Bye. My rocket is blasting off again. Today, unfortunately, I have to hang out. I have to hang up. See? I almost said hang out, and then we're just gonna start another stream right after this one. You guys are a lot of fun, you know that? You are very fun to hang out with. Thank you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You guys won. Until next time. Until next time. Yay, flower friend love. Bye-bye.